said you better watch what you're doing, 'cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. I'll fight with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, 'cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, 'cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
You are absolutely right. The way he went about it was absolutely wrong. Like, so, like I said, I'm not.
Of my Jewish hatred that actually goes, other than the fact that why are y'all popping out of the sewers in New York City?
Annunciation Catholic Church. You couldn't call it pronounced Catholic Church?
Yeah, pronounce the Catholic.
To die because you people are scared of getting.
Oh, let me rewind. I'm a dick.
I'm not willing to die because you people are scared of getting called racist. Now walk with me. So today, an ISIS roach shot up a university and a maniac drove into and then shot a synagogue on top of the list of terrorist attacks just in the last week. But I'm another phobic because I see who is always at the scene of the crime. Then some of you are claiming these attacks are false flags. When you hear death to America, what about that is false when you're seeing death in America? Oh, you missed the Twin Towers? Then maybe you should question why Mamdani is barefoot, eating on the floor with unwashed hands on paper plates for a holiday to celebrate teachings from a book that calls for the death of non-Muslims over 100 times, all while a man is throwing up the ISIS finger. Oh, and this wench right here with her hair out, say goodbye to those Western privileges, sis. It's time to put on the bed sheet. Europe is a mess, the Middle East is literally exploding, and yet y'all are opening the door for Antifada. We are so eternally doomed if you people don't wake up. I'm not willing.
So let me get this straight. If I say that, I get banned. But if a gay man says it, he doesn't?
Yep.
Is this the rules? What do we? No, but he is 100% correct.
I don't know. I saw recently, and I wish I had saved it. There was a like a reality show with a bunch of right-wing commentators online, and he was there. And
this is fabulous. This Blue Suit song. Blue Suit Sean.
You didn't see Blue Suit Sean. That was a different topic. You thought niggas can be gay too was a banger. Oh boy, I don't know where Sean got this song from, but whoo-wee.
Makes me question.
Couldn't finish.
Look,
well, either way.
I thought Johnny Rebel's song was like the most racist I could ever hear in a song. No, y'all find worse. Holy shit.
It's great.
You've never heard that
but,
song, have
yeah.
you? The Johnny Rebel shifting those N-words back?
No, but we could play it at the Rumble side.
You can't find it on the internet. Actually,
really?
Maybe we can.
You really can't find that song on the intranet? I have a new song for tonight. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know where it is. I don't know where they're doing it. I don't know where, but yeah, basically there were a bunch of conservative commentators, as that gentleman is, and apparently a lot of them are grifters. I mean, we know, but for them to openly admit it and say that they're doing it for money, yeah. You really think it's going to be on Amazon?
It says stream or buy on Amazon.
Apple Music?
I don't have Apple. Fuck Apple.
You really can't find it. Richie's going to love it. Where is it?
Video is unavailable. Let me see. I don't want to put anything on the screen or anything till we...
Yeah, I knew it was going to be on there. Boy, that brings me back to a time before I was fucking born. Are you gonna bring that brand new?
I wonder if we're gonna get banned on YouTube just for that second of audio. They're like, nope, we know what this is. Fuck you. But yeah, all right. But what's up, everybody? Look, we got
not only
Jennifer and Muffin on the YouTube side. What?
Not only is it on the screen, but there's 17 different ones. Is that the same song or different songs?
Oh, this is on Odyssey. But yeah.
Oh.
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But anyway, how y'all doing tonight? We got Muffin and Jennifer on the YouTube side here. And of course, Jennifer, Finboy. Oh, let me turn that off there. Jeno and Finn, and yeah. That's it. Davey's in the chat. Neuro's up there too. But yeah, Finboy. Let's see, where was it? You said, wait, what? That wasn't even part of the show? No, we do a little pregame. Because, see, I was setting up for the show one time and accidentally hit the live on the Rumble side and didn't know it. So ever since we did that, we've just been doing, like, pregame. I boot up when I got everything ready. We just bullshit around right before the show.
Yeah, and then we go into the show. It's Friday the 13th, folks. I hope you got your lucky rabbit's foot. By the way, I was listening to the radio. It wasn't radio, it was Sirius XM Talk. And on the show, there's a young girl, right? She's in her mid-20s. And didn't know what a rabbit's foot was.
We have come to that point in our culture.
She didn't know what a rabbit's foot. They were talking to her about a rabbit's foot. And she was like, oh, like a real rabbit's foot? And they're like, yeah, it was at one point a real rabbit's foot. She's like with like tendons and all that and the fur. And they're like, yeah. I mean, later on they changed it to like plastic parts or whatever. But yeah, it was a real thing, a rabbit's foot. And she's like, ew, that's so gross. Why would you have a dead carcass on you? Listen, we did wild shit back in the 90s and early 2000s, all right?
Until
the 90s and 2000s.
Until the towers fell, and then everything just kind of went fucked.
And that's where the fucking Biff 10 in 1985 took over.
But yeah, I'm going to make you feel old, dude.
Yes, Finn.
There's an entire generation that just turned 18 that was born after 9/11.
Yeah, no shit.
I feel fucking old. That was my goddamn birthday. I was 16. And you have an entire fucking new generation now.
I told you. Before we die, there's going to be a 9/11 roller coaster.
I mean,
you watch.
All you got to do is just rename the Sky Shot, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, listen. I'm thinking, no, it goes back and forth between the buildings, and you just see scenes from inside the building, and everybody's just like, yeah, yeah.
What is that tower that's over there? And what is that, Epcot or something like that? They just renamed that to 9/11, and you just have scenes of
yes, Finn. That's Jonah.
All the way down. You just see scenes of every floor. Come on, that would be fucked. All right. We can. It's been long enough. We can make jokes about it, right?
Jennifer said that was hilarious. Talking about our first time, Davey kept reading my chat post, going, "How the hell does she know what we're talking about right now?" And Rich kept telling Davey they weren't live, but they were. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was like, there ain't no fucking way we're live. How is she responding? What the fuck we're talking about?
We were just talking, and Jennifer was just in the making comments. And I'm like, oh fuck. She got Mike, like she's been with us that long. She knows what we're fucking talking about. I mean, right. She has, but like she knows our conversations now before the show. And then it's just like, hey, fucking idiots are live. We're like, oh.
Yeah, I keep my hand when I got the little stream deck right here, right? And I keep my hand on the top of it. And the stream button was right there it's on the very top button there. It was. So I'd press it with this part of my hand and not realize it. And that's what happened. I had pressed that button not thinking it was live, and we turned it into something. Fuck it. But
Where do you get the fucking balls? Seriously.
I get the fucking balls because I run the damn machine.
Richard, you have the biggest balls for a guy who's fit into a 5'5" frame.
5'7", motherfucker.
Like, you're older. You shrunk a little bit, all right?
I probably did. Yeah, I slouched too much.
Richard was born an old man. If he had a cane, it would just fucking, it would make the whole outfit. All you need is one of those fucking Shaws, a fucking old cowboy duster hat.
I'm wearing the shawl right the fuck now. What are you talking about?
You just need the duster hat and the cane.
I mean, look, grow up quick, and then you see the rest of the world just trail out behind you, wondering why they're so fucking stupid. And it's because they didn't grow up quick. So, yeah. But
Jonas says, not a war. Only Congress can declare war on another country. The law specifically calls that Trump is doing a military action.
It's a fucking war. I don't give a damn what kind of language they want to change it around to be. One country going against another country, military-wise, is a goddamn war. It is the definition. I don't give a fuck if it's, for 90 days before Congress says something, a president can go to war without calling it a war. That's fucking retarded. It's a way to get past the bullshit that they've always done, and it's happened since World War motherfucking II. We have been at war. I'm sorry, wasn't it called the Iraq War? I'm sorry, it was Operation Iraqi Freedom, but wasn't it called the Iraq War? What about Desert Storm? What about all the other shit we've been in? What about Afghanistan? That wasn't a war. That went on for 20 fucking years.
But it wasn't a war.
I will not bow to that fucking language change just so people can skirt around the law. Fuck that. It is what it is. And I'll be damned if we're going to change the definition of words just so somebody can skirt past some bullshit. No. We're not doing that anymore. But I do want to bring this up real quick. New York City has seen a significant decline in business activity, with roughly 8,400 businesses closing in second quarter of 2025.
But wait! He said nobody was leaving.
8,400 businesses in the second quarter of 2025.
But he said nobody was leaving.
Nobody's leaving under him now. The second quarter of 2025 was still Adams. This marked the largest decline since before the pandemic, nearly erasing all business growth since 2022, despite over 3,500 new startups in the same period. Economic and political factors are contributing to the downturn. Analysts point to the proposed policies by Mayor Zohran Mamdani, such as rent freezes and corporate tax hikes, as the key concerns of driving business uncertainty. Oh, wait. So you mean the tax the rich is actually backfiring? A researcher from the University of Texas warned that such measures could trigger a stampede of businesses leaving the city. And of course, it's actually happening. I mean, dude, check it out. The fucking Starbucks CEO is pulling out of Seattle because of the fucking
I know
their shit.
Where's he moving to? Tennessee?
Yeah, I think it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
He's leaving Seattle because of their shit. And
Missouri right now. So Missouri just redistrict, right?
Right.
And everything, but it's fucking gobstopping because I guess the way they see it is traditionally red areas or whatever, and traditionally blue areas. But the seats are up and anybody can win it. It doesn't matter if they're fucking red or blue. It's not guaranteed. But it's all of Missouri. St. Louis is blue.
Right.
That's it.
And that's what controls.
Yeah.
Because
But-
nobody lives anywhere else.
Well, Kansas City. But the new thing in Missouri now, no more state income tax, which is fucking wild because like I live in Kansas City. I pay county tax, state tax, Kansas City tax, and federal tax.
That tax is going to move to something else.
For so I get to that. For everything. Everything. My phone, my cell phone, my fucking basically groceries. I've never paid fucking tax on my groceries in my entire life living in Jersey. That was the one good thing about Jersey. They didn't have tax on fucking food. But everything you pay fucking like three, 4 taxes on. So, but when I moved to Kansas and Topeka, they were like, yeah, we're getting rid of the taxes on the food. No more taxes on food. Except for one county. My county. Because they kept it and switched it to a saving the Topeka Zoo tax.
Which is a tax that's never going to fucking end.
No. And it stayed, and there was the food tax was 2.5%. Guess what the Saving Topeka Zoo Act, how much percentage that was?
2.5.
Yep.
And if they do switch it, they'll switch it to something else, and you'll probably see like the sales tax go up eventually.
Well, you'll
Just
see.
to cover some of the cost.
Yeah.
But
so it's funny because that's what they do. It's fucking what they do.
The law and the War Powers Act. Well, the War Powers Act comes after the Constitution, and that's been perverted so many fucking times. I'm sorry, the original law of the land stands before anything else. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to sit here and, I can give everything to every other fucking country that wants to see us dead, but I didn't commit treason because we weren't technically at war because Congress did not vote. No. You levied war against me by giving aid and comfort to my fucking enemies. I don't give a damn if we were technically at war or not. You can go fuck yourself. We can skip due process and I can execute motherfuckers for treason all I fucking want. Because that's what they're doing. Openly. And in the Constitution, it does say we have the right to alter or abolish any tyrannical government. Ours has become tyrannical. Sorry. If you can sit there and threaten me with all your bullshit, if you can levy economic warfare on me by fucking up our economy, if you can levy psychological and informational warfare on me by trying to lie about somebody running for fucking president so you can just keep control, yeah, you levy war on me. That is a government levying war upon its own fucking people. We're going to let that stand just because we weren't technically at war? No, fuck you. And fuck anybody who thinks that. I'm sorry. That's not the way it stands. They want to skip due process. By the way, I'm just going to go ahead and hit this one here with you. Just to show you exactly what the fuck we're dealing with this shit. Oh, right here, yeah. All 9 members of the... Nope. This is Boasberg. Yeah. U.S. Attorney Judge Pirro just announced activist Judge Boasberg has blocked a grand jury from investigating the Federal Reserve. Pirro says this block is totally illegal. The House needs to start impeaching these activist judges. Enough is enough. As a result, quote, as a result, Jerome Powell today is now bathed in immunity, preventing my office from investigating the Federal Reserve. Yes, you levy warfare upon me economically when you take my fucking money, try to raise my goddamn taxes on everything just so you can give it to every single motherfucker who wants me dead. You are giving aid and comfort to the enemies of the United States, which you are funding to levy war against. Yes, that is called treason. I don't give a fuck if we're at war or not. I do not give a fuck about anything that comes after what is written into the Constitution of the United States, because these are motherfuckers saying, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and give myself power to skirt this so I don't get executed for treason. But fuck that. That is not America. That is not who we are.
Well, it's not who we're supposed to be.
Now,
Why is
the
this side
American public
cut off? What is
is
happening here?
fed up with public monies that seem to go into a black hole, especially in D.C., where no one is held accountable.
Let me give it a game.
One of the age-old tools that all prosecutors have to investigate any crime, including cost overruns, is a grand jury subpoena. Today, however, in Washington, an activist judge has taken that tool away from us by inserting himself and preventing the grand jury from even obtaining, let alone hearing evidence. He has neutered the grand jury's ability to investigate crime. As a result, Jerome Powell today is now bathed in immunity, preventing my office from investigating the Federal Reserve. This is wrong, and it is without legal authority. In June of 2025, Jerome Powell testified before the Senate Banking Committee.
I'm not going to listen to this for the whole 4 minutes, but I'm sorry. Say what? Some lower court pissant fucking judge that thinks he can just say, nah, the federal government can't audit itself. Now, you can't look at anything because I say so. But who the fuck are you? You're a janitor among judges. Yeah, well, you know what? All those injunctions that I signed, hey, they fucking worked, right? Well, no, most of them were shot down, but hey. It still fucked up the game along the way, didn't it? So you're going to listen to me because I'm a fuck-ass judge. And I'm going to run this country from the fucking bench.
He's been involved in a lot of shit.
Is this or is this not treason? Because he is saying the federal government cannot do its job because I say so. I take the power. I levy war against the people of the United States by trying to tell the president of the United States he can't do a fucking thing. That is called levying war against the people. That's why it's levying war and not take up arms against. The government shutting down for 45 fucking days and starving the people, causing them massive amounts of fucking pain and anguish for absolutely no reason other than wanting to give illegals health care. That is treason. That is giving aid and comfort to the enemies of the United States and levying economic warfare against me. Just because they want my money to go to other people that are not supposed to be here in the first place, that they want to give amnesty to, fucking you in the ass simply because they told you you're worthless, you're a piece of shit. But all these rapists, all these murderers, all this, we're going to put Sharia law. We're going to have these Muslims take over. But you, America, you white man, you're the problem. They have levied war against you for decades. And just because technically Congress didn't say so, fuck you and fuck them for thinking that. And I'm not saying fuck you, Jenna. I'm saying fuck anybody who wants to think that. Because I'm going to say this right here, right the fuck now. If levying war against meant take up arms, they would have written it. The goddamn founders of this country knew warfare existed on every front. The only type of warfare we have right now that the founders never knew about is called cyber warfare. They saw weapons of war change. They knew it was coming. And they knew what the fuck they were doing when they said levying war against them instead of taking up arms against. They knew what they were doing when they said owing allegiance to the United States meant you took some kind of oath to this country. Only the ones that have taken an oath to the country, owing allegiance to the United States, levies any type of warfare, whether it be economic, whether it be informational, whether it be psychological. You do anything to the detriment of the American fucking people, that is levying war against. Or giving aid and comfort to the enemies of the United States within its borders or elsewhere. How many billions upon billions of dollars have we given to every fucking country that wants us dead? We have funded them for fucking decades so we can go over there and drop bombs in peace because nobody thinks they can fucking invade our country. Guess what? Our border was wide the fuck open. They're sitting here ready to fucking attack. We have seen it time and time and time again. The pot is bubbling. We are at war. I don't care what anybody wants to think as far as Congress. Congress can fucking die. I don't give a shit. Every single one of those fucking bastards can hang for the treason they commit against the American fucking people. You don't even want to sign a goddamn bill into law saying only American fucking citizens vote in this country? Yeah, you levy warfare upon me. You are taking my only check away from the federal fucking government by telling me that every single other motherfucker around the goddamned world gets to have a say in my government. You levy warfare upon me by taking my only fucking check. So every motherfucker sitting up there, all 500, what is it, 534? I say we decorate the fucking White House lawn with them. And the left is arguing the same thing. They're just arguing it for different fucking reasons. They're just too stupid to figure that shit the fuck out. So that's why I say, put their asses on the front line. Let's get this shit over with. Holy fuck, what are we waiting for? You think you can save this? Your own goddamn government is trying to enslave you right now. Your own goddamn government. Half of this fucking government is trying to overthrow itself so it can enslave you. And everybody's just like, yay. We can't call it treason because we're not at war, technically. Fuck you. Fuck every bit of you. We are at war. We have been. We have been at war since World War goddamn motherfucking II. But because Congress didn't vote for it, somehow it's not legal? No, fuck you. And fuck everything about that. That means those motherfuckers sitting up there that make the laws to tell you how to live your life can do whatever the fuck they want to do, whenever the fuck they want to do it, and the only fear they have is losing a job. They can take everything from you. They can straight up kill you in the fucking street. And because we're not at war, we can't hold them accountable? How fucking retarded does that sound? I'm sorry, Jonah. You just got me with that one, brother. You just got me going with it. I'm sorry. Technically at war? No. I get what you're saying, but I do not agree. And I don't think any living person of sound mind or unsound mind would disagree with that. And they could argue, no, it's not because of Obama. It's because of Trump. It's not because of Bush. It's because of Trump. It's not because of Clinton. It's because of Trump. I don't give a fuck. You all are arguing the same goddamn thing, just pointing the fingers at everybody else. How about y'all just shut the fuck up and we point the fingers at every single fucking person then? Because things will get done then. Instead of playing this party politic bullshit, we've seen so much of this. Even Republicans are saying, nah, we don't want to release the hush money slush fund. We don't want to get rid of that. We don't want to release the information about the women we've assaulted. We don't want to release the information about the men we've assaulted, the boys we've insulted. We're not going to release information about how Lindsey Graham was fucking boys in the butt. You remember that goddamn Senate fucking video? I guarantee you that was Lindsey Graham in the background. He was fucking that guy up the ass. He was videotaping that shit. I don't know that for sure. I'm just going to throw an accusation out there because Lindsey Graham is a faggot. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about 534 motherfuckers that tell me how to live my goddamn life who are saying nobody's above the law while they levy warfare upon me. And tell me that I must fucking take it in the ass simply because I'm an American, but everybody else gets given everything because they're not American. And even if they are, even if they do get their citizenship, well, they still get better than you because you were born here. They weren't. You need to be fucking replaced. Why? Because we told you to kill yourselves time and time and time again, and now your population's gone to fuck. Your culture's shit. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on any goddamn more, so why not replace an entire population of people who actually have fucking vested interest in this country? Is that not levying warfare upon you? Holy fuck, how many times can I point this out? I'm sorry. Once again. But let's go back to New York.
Are you sure? Yeah, I mean,
that was a good 20 minutes. Not gonna lie, no, that wasn't actually 20. It was about 10.
When Davey is on for 5 minutes, Rich is torching the world. Let's see if we can get him going for 10. I think that was 15. Let's see how long we've been on.
We've been
48
going,
minutes.
Yeah, we've been going for 30 some on Rumble. Yeah.
Well, no, it's let's see. The YouTubes. Anyway, yeah, 32 minutes we've been going on, and Rich has been going on for about 25 of it. Jonah just got him. And you're right, Jonah. It is we the people at the end. But here's the thing. These fucking idiots don't realize that, and they're fucking going out and promoting Iran and all these other countries and sitting here going, well, you know, the Americans, the American people are the American soldiers and this administration and and they're pieces of shit and they're garbage. What's going to happen if somebody else wins and we get taken over and then you become a sex slave? And your children are taken away, your sons are taken away to become bacha-bazi boys. What happens then? It's too late then!
My ass will be long dead before that happens.
Yeah, no shit. Better dead than red, they always said. Behind the shed, full of lead.
Not
with
in
no
the bed.
street cred.
But yeah, here we go.
Live pictures of Times Square as the business and financial capital of the world gets blanketed by snow. New York City spends up to $3 million for every inch of snow removal. But where to get the funds for the big plow? And what if there's another one that heads into New York City? Right now, the city has a projected $5.4 billion budget shortfall in newly minted Mayor Zohran Mamdani's plan to raise taxes to fill the hole. If the state legislature does not pass his wealth tax, a flat tax on those earnings those earning more than $1 million, he vows instead to impose a 9.5% property tax hike, which would.
You know how much of a spit in the face that is? I'm sorry, that's not spitting in the face. That's a kick in the goddamn nuts. 9.5%. He's giving us 10. He's taking 10% more of our shit. No. 9.5. You're still keeping that 0.5. But we got to pay for all of this dumb shit. We got to pay for this faggot ass motherfucker right here to give all the money to illegals. We got to pay for all them to get lavish fucking houses while you sit in goddamn $5,000 closets where you share a bathroom with everybody else. We got to pay for everybody else to sleep on the goddamn streets. We got to pay for that shit. We got to pay for that shit, New York, and guess what? We can't tax the fucking rich. They're already leaving. So what do we got to do? We got to tax you. We have to pay for everybody else because you live here.
No, Rich. No, nobody's leaving. What are you talking about? Mamdani said everybody was going to stay. Nobody was going to go anywhere. No more Thai lady boys mentioned so far.
Propose lowering the exemption of the death tax. Oh, God damn it.
I better not get whatever you just said on my YouTube suggestions, Davey. What'd I say? Happy National COVID Day, everybody. 6 years ago today.
Sorry, I got a text. But what the hell did you just have? You're just flopping all over the place? What's happening?
I got it. No, it's something that Rick sent us. We'll get to it.
Oh, hit it. I'm on your screen already.
No, because we're gonna squirrel out. I want to talk about my fuckface.
Okay.
Impact more than 100,000 commercial buildings. The Partnership for New York City is a business advocacy group representing more than 300 top businesses. We're joined by Steve Phillip. He is the partnership's new president and CEO. Steve, welcome to the show and new position here. What are you hearing from New York City's biggest businesses? Well, let's call them New York's biggest employers about either of Mayor Mamdani's tax plans.
Well, so we have 800,000 employees collectively within kind of the partnership umbrella. So it's the largest employers that you would think of, names that you know. And people are generally concerned. I mean, the administration has been in place for 2 months, and we've had conversations around income tax increases, corporate tax increases, now property tax increases. So, if you're looking for a place to invest, you tend to look for places with certainty. And the environment right now in New York City is anything.
You know what's going to fucking happen, right? It's going to happen. All these fucking Minnesotans going to come to New York. All the businesses that leave are going to be taken over by them. And then Mamdani's going to reverse course. He's running the white people out of New York is what he's doing. Or Americans. He's running Americans out of New York.
To create a safe haven?
Yep.
But I guarantee you it's going to go Muslim.
That's what I mean. All the fucking
Dearborn,
Minnesotans.
Michigan is...
Yeah.
That's going to be...
New York City is going to be the new Dearborn.
Yep.
They're going to come over. They're going to give them tax incentives. Mark this down. Mark this day. Mark this time. This is what's going to happen. He's going to flush out the Americans. And then he's going to have Minnesotans move in.
You know what?
And they're going to and then he's going to redo all this shit. And they're going to go, see, Muslim communities are great. They're thriving in New York. Businesses are coming here. Businesses are flooding. And New York will be the new Dearborn. Mark my words.
Huh? It's probably going to happen, but I will say this. I'm going to turn my camera off because that dude right there, he looks like I want to be on his level right now.
But certain.
Well, you represent small, medium, big businesses, but 300 certainly among the biggest. And those are ServiceNow, JP Morgan. I mean, we can put up so many of the logos of the companies you represent. What are you hearing from them?
Well, look, I think that there is real concern around, New York City policies moving far and far to the left and being less competitive relative to Texas, Florida, and other states. I mean, for the first time, you see more financial service jobs in Texas than you do in New York. People don't realize that. And many of the CEOs, we represent the largest corporations. It's only the large corporations. And many of them are saying
JP Morgan, Salesforce, Macy's. There's still a Macy's? I mean, I know we have the Macy's Day Parade, but
that's
I thought they went out with JCPenney, man.
No, they're still the only one. I think it's in New York. Like, what's the toy?
Wait,
that fucking famous toy place in New York that I should know, but
are you
dumb brain and I don't remember?
Are you literally going to tell me that Mamdani is going to kill Macy's?
Yeah, Mamdani's going to kill JP Morgan.
Nah. JP Morgan's one of those banks that are too big to fail.
We'll see.
Macy's? The only Macy's left in New York City, apparently. What the fuck? Nah, Live Nation, Brookfield. Holy shit.
You know what Live Nation is, right?
It's kind of like a...
Every fucking radio station out there is now Live Nation. They own almost every fucking major radio station.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They went on a spending spree, and now Mamdani's like, "Give me your money."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh shit, let's get out." Well, I mean, Delaware's probably going to go the same thing. You know that Delaware's a state we haven't heard a lot from.
It's because it's as sleepy as Joe Biden. That's why.
Oh, it's just as fucked up too.
For growth and expansion
I just
in
drive.
New York
I've driven through it. I've never
really
been.
put on the back burner now as
I
they
used to
explore
live there.
elsewhere.
It's fucked
like
up.
I said, I think a lot of the rhetoric.
Yeah, that's
at
right.
City Hall
Ticketmaster,
is
Live
concerning.
Nation. That's right.
It's still
Yeah.
early days, so hopefully, we get to right the ship over the next couple months. But we're kind of wait and see right now.
Mayor Mamdani's tax hike plan, you could look at it as a threat, or you could look at it as, in essence, an inevitability. Because there is a hole, and by June, he, by law, needs to balance the budget. Are you bracing your members for
that
something
ain't gonna
like
happen.
this?
We know that.
Yep. Used to be iHeartRadio.
Well, look, he originally said there was a.
I will say this shit. though.
What up, Mac?
Ain't it fucking hilarious? He comes in here. What happened to the faster buses? I mean, how are you going to make them faster in the first damn place? That makes no damn sense. They were gridlocked by traffic, so how are you making them faster is only going to cause more accidents.
He's gonna make magic carpets.
It will. Look, he's
I
not
can
Aladdin.
show you the world.
He's definitely not Aladdin.
He's Jafar.
Yeah. He kind of looks like him. Not gonna lie.
$12 billion gap, and we said this.
You know what? Fuck this one. But yeah.
It's about removing those pesky rich real estate entrepreneurial Jews. Everyone always wonders where they got their money from. Real estate and Jewish specific manufacturing and food processing.
So it is all the Jews then, right? Delaware has a trans congressman. Yeah, you're talking about what's that bitch's name?
Tim?
No. The trans congressman.
Sarah McBride or Tim McBride?
McBride. That's
it's Tim McBride was his dude name. But here's what I keep referencing when I say Mamdani said nobody was going to move out, and then this happened.
You're muted.
Of course I would be. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Amidst being in the wealthiest city in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, we already see an exodus of working and middle-class New Yorkers. So I don't have a hesitation in asking those who make the most amount of money in the city or the most profits in the city to pay a little bit more so that everyone can actually stay in this city. It's also something not just about justice or the ability for working-class people to live here. It is also actually about ensuring that corporations can continue to attract the top talent to this city amidst.
Yes,
yeah, he's Ugandan.
While paying another 2% on top of the corporate tax you already pay, you're going to be able to afford the top talent of people. So you're going to pay more for people because you're paying more in taxes.
How does that work?
Fucking no.
So you pay more in taxes, which means you'll be able to give more to your workers?
Yeah. Apparently. Because everything's free.
How the fuck does any of this work?
Well, everything needs to be free in order for, the corporations need to pay more money because of the impending fucking layoffs that are going to happen when, everything goes automated. They go, okay, no problem. Then we'll automate this, we'll automate that. But also, New York City Mayor Socialist Zohran Mamdani has proposed lowering the exemption of death tax. You worked your whole life, you saved up, you bought a house. Like Spud says, the average 60-year-old house in New York is now at least $500,000. That's added to your the death tax if your parents decide to leave you their house. It could be $1 million right there with your house if your parents bought it in the 1980s or 1990s when the housing market was down, and then it shot up in the last 20 years. That kind of stuff. From $7.1 million to only $750,000. That is probably the average home cost in New York City.
Yep. Hey.
He would also increase the death tax from 16% to 50%. No other jurisdiction in the United States confiscates wealth at death from people with that small of an estate. Anyone with any equity in their home in New York City would likely exceed the $750,000 and will have to pay the death tax.
Hold on.
There's a federal estate.
Can we admit that taxing your fucking death is insane?
Yeah.
If you die, you still have to give shit to the government? Because you died, you have to give shit to the government. And it's got to be in excess of what you have. It is 16, just because you died, you gave 16% to New York City? Holy fuck.
Now it's 50%. Now it's going to be 50.
Well,
now, wait a minute.
Generational
Now, hold
wealth
on.
is gone.
Hold on. So, your parents' house that they leave you is worth $1 million, right?
Yeah.
What if you want to move into the house?
Well,
You have to now pay
you got to pay that property tax.
$500,000 just for that house. So your parents' house that's free and clear that you no longer have to pay for, now you owe $500,000. Congratulations. So now I have to sell the house.
Just because somebody died and you got that shit.
Now, you know that the scumbags are not going to go, oh, it's whatever you sell it. No, it's not whatever you sell the house for. It's what the house is valued for. Because they've already thought about that. Oh, I'll just buy it from my brother for $1 or whatever. Or whatever, however they do it.
Right.
You know, people avoid doing it. No, you're still going to have to pay $500,000 taxes. And that's just their house. Not if they left you anything else. 50%. Right off the fucking bat.
Right.
This is a federal estate tax death for estate wealth that exceeds 15 million individuals. However, you can deduct other state and city estate taxes before paying the federal taxes. So effectively, Mamdani is preventing the federal government from taxing estates. New York and New York State are taking it all first.
Oh, shit.
Spud says if Bruce Blankman wins as governor, he can fire Mamdani January 1st, 2022. Unfortunately, the damage will be done by then unless the corporations sue the city.
Come on.
Next, they'll do what California is doing and tax former residents for additional. Yeah, they're gonna.
Come on, Spuds. You know full well that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work simply because they will not vote Republican. They're pissy. They're upset. They know all of this is their goddamn fault. And I guarantee you, a lot of motherfucking New Yorkers know that Kathy Hochul can remove his ass right now. But she won't. Even as Kathy Hochul says this shit.
I know New Yorkers are exasperated. They feel that everything's stacked against them. They're not getting ahead. Their rents are too damn high. Their child care costs are high. Their utility bills, and thank you to Washington, we're going to have higher prices at the pump. We already do. Everything just seems so hard for people. So I understand that frustration.
By the way, y'all's gas prices are, look, mine are insane. All right? Mine are insane.
Mine went up fucking $1.30 since this war thing started. And then all of a sudden, it went up one day, shot the fuck up, and then the next day, they're back down to like $70 a barrel, and gas still went up a fucking $1. Cunts.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't know if it's going to remain that. Mine went from $2.53 to $3.19 in 4 days.
Yeah, mine went about, it was about $2.47? $2.47, and today I paid $3.27.
Now, for everybody out there in those states, I know Jennifer comes from California. The bigger states, New York, bigger cities. How much do y'all pay in gas?
I think I saw $8 still in California.
Yeah, that's $8 one. That was at a specialty gas station. It was inside the city, so it hit all kinds of fucking taxes. Yes. Now, I want you all to understand the biggest reason for why you pay so much more in gas than we do, not because of the market. It's because of the taxes. You got your federal tax, you got your state tax, you got your county tax, you got your local tax, you got your city tax. You got your sales tax. All those taxes add up. So while I'm sitting at $3.19 a gallon and California is sitting out on average 5, 6, 7, in some
Jennifer
places
says her area is 340. And Jenna says we are at 359 last time I left the house.
Jennifer's
so it's
area
more
is
expensive.
340. Not much more than me, but for those that are, you complaining about those $5, $6 again? First of all, your taxes are the reason why that is that high. I'm still pissed because I got a 10% or 10 cent fucking 10 cent a gallon gas tax hike right before the fucking lockdowns happened to pay for our road system. I know mine are high. Why are yours higher than mine? All these taxes that we pay are supposed to fund everything that we do. So why is it that everybody has a deficit time and time and time again? Why are we sitting at 38 trillion in debt now?
What I want to know is why the fuck Joe Biden signed the Build Back Better bill to build back America, which nothing fucking happened. We just gave more money to fucking Ukraine. But why would he need money for infrastructure when that's what the fucking states are supposed to do?
Right. But the states aren't doing it, Davey.
Then why do we pay state taxes?
So they can blow your fucking money.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it happens at every fucking level, dude.
Why not?
All the way straight the fuck down. Look, 10 cents on every gallon of gas sold in the state of Alabama. 10 cents to pay for the road systems. Okay? Tell me why 565 has had the same area fucked up for the past 3 years. And they're just now starting to work on it. Tell me why that exists. You blocked off everything, sat there for 3 fucking years, didn't let the money just fucking go because, hey, it's going to take millions of dollars to do it. We can do it in a couple of months, but it's going to take us 3 years. Okay? You got 3 years. Anything, if you finish before 3 years, you got to give the money back. Whatever's not spent, you got to give back. Okay? Cool. I'm going to ride this out. We know it's going the fuck on, Alabama. All this road construction that we see out here, and nothing is ever being done. Equipment sits out there for years off your dime. Nothing gets done. There was an exit not too far from me that was constructed literally in 2 months and then sat there for almost a year with barricades up. The only thing they had to do to open that, it was connected in every route. Everything that it needed to be done in 2 months. They had barricades. The only thing they needed to do was paint the goddamn lines and remove the barricades. And that sat there for almost a fucking year so they could eat up the money. It happens at every fucking level. In construction, in everything. And we know it, we see it, we let it happen. You wonder why your taxes are so high? There it is, America. Your money being wasted. And it's not going back to you. On a federal level, how much money have we seen just go over to every other country? How much money did we give Ukraine?
188 billion apparently. Last figure I heard, but
Oh, no. It was over 200 billion. 188 billion was just in military defense. we had aid going to their fucking country. Those motherfuckers got 6 months of their salary on your dime. Well, you got half a week during COVID. All these countries that are getting a boost off your fucking money, that are living high and mighty off your money. What about Hawaii? What about California? What about North Carolina? If they're still struggling, they ain't been able to rebuild a goddamn thing. Yet we got to fund nations, and we got to build nations in other parts of the fucking world off your dollar. While California's trying to take your land out from underneath you. North Carolina didn't want to give you aid because you voted for Donald Trump. And Hawaii? Well, didn't they trap people inside that fucking fire? And now they're buying up the land everywhere in that area too.
No. Government wouldn't do that.
Yeah. We've seen it happen time and time again. I don't even know how the fuck we scrolled out on this one.
It's just you, Richard, for today.
Apparently. But we do have to get to the other side. We got some more shit we need to talk about. But I will say this, New York. Look, straight up. Go fuck yourself.
You're fucked.
Go fuck yourself. You voted this in. Now you're going to scream about it and how much, oh my God, you're such a fucking victim. I had people in New York coming to a man from Alabama to figure out what the fuck is going on inside New York. I've got no sympathy for this shit. This is what you wanted. Don't be mad about it. Don't be out in the streets complaining and throwing fits. And damn sure, don't be mad about your roaming gang of fucking bicyclers and four-wheelers and all that shit. You wanted it. You wanted motherfuckers in your streets throwing fucking pipe bombs. You wanted that shit. I'm sorry, jars. I've got no sympathy for you. I've got no sympathy for you. This is what you wanted. So stop crying about it. And don't leave. Damn sure don't leave.
No, you voted for it, motherfuckers.
I don't want that shit infecting anywhere else. Not only where I live, but anywhere else across the fucking country. Don't leave. It's what you wanted.
Don't be racist. If you leave now, you're racist.
Ladies and gentlemen, through the link in the chat, we're going to go to the other side here. Jonah, well done, son. Just on that
Thanks, Jonah. You just made the whole fucking show for us today, buddy. Appreciate you.
Just on one fucking line, just lit a fire under my ass tonight. All right. We're going to go to the other side, guys. We'll see you there.
Hey, it's me, Davey. You know, the simple one. Here at Off Label Podcast, we're all about doing things the off-label way. But without you, we're just two idiots who talk to each other on the internet. So please, if you could, hit that like button, repost, and give us a follow. And if you're feeling frisky enough, throw a comment. We now return you to our regularly scheduled bullshit.
Isn't that hard?
I mean, it's not.
So you know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next?
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got the red attention, I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
Could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me.